Brendan, how do you reflect on that this season?
I thought it was a progress. Yeah, I'm brutally honest. Positive for us being we haven't given away much over the course of pre-season, and today I don't think they shot against us on target. So defensively, we've been good and solid, and lots of endeavour, which is great. But the actual, in terms of our quality in the game, and was it's not at the level I'd expect a Celtic team to be. So that was a disappointment. But I felt overall, what you call it, to the game, it's at a high enough level.
Why do you think the team maybe have been quite blunt today, but in those 2 legs against Kairat as well?
Because sadly the game is about profile of player. Yeah, I think that it's very clear on that. As I said, we're getting lots of work. Guys are working well and working hard. And sometimes in teams, whenever you don't quite have that feeling going into a game that you can score goals, and like we were this period last year, it was plentiful. So the team then goes in with a different energy and a different feeling, which then sparks everything off and brings that energy and that real game attitude that you want. When you're lacking that, then that's sometimes what you get.
Brendan, it's unusual to see a Celtic team or one of your teams play the ball backwards as much as Celtic does. Is that part of that whole thing?
Yeah, it's well, you stop taking the risk. You know, and of course we're missing some players, but in the meantime, when you feel that your top end of the pitch and your front player can get you goals, then you get the ball through nice and quickly, and that speed of it. And that wasn't quite today. We were a bit safe, and the sidewards or backwards, and that's not our idea of football.
So that wasn't the plan. Well, there wasn't a plan to contain. No, it's just the way the game worked. No, it's asking you.
I don't think you go into a game as a Celtic manager
No.
and say they pass the ball sideways or backwards. Never been a plan for any offensive team or club. So no, it definitely wasn't a plan. But
how destructive were your preparations, given all things in the background with the transfer window and Adam up and down the road and all that stuff? It was this game.
Listen, in terms of all of that, you just have to narrow your focus on what you can control. Of course, it's not been ideal for Adam and for the club, but we still have to look beyond that. I think it's very, very clear what it is we needed and what we need, and hopefully in this next 24 hours we can do that, because like I say, that is it's a hard move.
How big is this next 24 hours going to be, Brendan, in terms of what you want to achieve this year?
Well, yeah, I feel it is. I feel it is. It's something that it's been so clear what the team has needed and what's required. So I really hope that in this period we can do that, because, like I say, it's Celtic's DNA is around about our attacking intent, mentality, and then about better quality, and you're arriving in the final third and you're creating chances. And as I said 12 months ago, the dynamism of the team and the speed and the creativity, everything was there, and you feel you can go into games and be really dynamic and creative, and that's what we all want to see. So when it's a wee bit like that there today, then it's not so great.
Is there a bit of a warning then that unless the business is done in the next 24 hours, this is kind of what's going to be the fallback position, when you have to beat targets and try and continue season and the whole thing inflates now next 24 hours?
Yeah, listen, we've had a brilliant time, so we've had enough time to reinforce the squad, and listen, I'm hopeful that we can do that, get over the line. Otherwise, listen, the game is about the quality of your player. You could take the game to different levels based on your players, and but it's my responsibility to try and maximise what I can get, and out of the players that will be here. But hopefully we can get that competition in the team, and we're good at some of the players have been here for a long time. Like you say, you've been here for 4 years, like Dyson and these guys. They need competition,
Brendan, so you understand people being confused or surprised that you're in this position with 24 hours or window to go. As you said, you've had a lot of time. It's no obvious what the team needs.
Yeah, but as I said, well, we can assess it at the end of the window, and so I repeat again that every coach or manager wants the players in early to bed them in and adapt to the system and the styles and get that profile of player of what we need. So, but listen, we're hopeful that we can do our work in this next period.
Just back on what Mick was talking about in terms of the disruption.
Yeah.
Fans were wondering why Adam was willing to even travel to Swansea, not being the match day squad without a replacement coming in. Can you understand their amusement at that?
Yes.
In
Yeah,
explanation.
there's no explanation for it. I think that it's not Adam's fault or his anything. So, but hopefully that'll be cleared up by today.
Do you expect him to still be a Celtic player at the end of the window tomorrow?
I don't know.
You said you might be allowed to leave if you had those guarantees that he'd be replaced. If you had those guarantees yet that he would be replaced?
I haven't spoken to anyone since obviously we left yesterday. We've been in the hotel preparing for the game, and obviously nothing today. So I'll pretty much get an update where we're at once we leave here.
Is Kasper Dolberg a player that could potentially replace Adam if he is to leave?
But there's lots of names that are out there. So I think from our perspective, we just need that quality, speed in the team, and the creativity. That's key for us.
Is that the type of player, the profile that you think that would do well at Celtic? Someone like Kasper Dolberg?
Try.
I'm over 800 games in. And I'm forfeit.
What did it make of Baltash's contribution to? Also, throwing it deep end.
I was throwing it at the deep end. It's a tough one, but we, in terms of wingers, he goes in and he shows some nice touches and he shows nice balance. And once he gets up to the speed and the aggression and everything we need, I think he's going to be a really good player for us. So tough game to come in the way now goes, but yeah, he once he gets that real positivity in his game, he'll probably do well. Right.
Just to ask you about Keenan team as well. Obviously, 70 matches he's kind of ceiling at the moment. Do you expect that to change after international break, or is there concerns of where he is in terms of?
No. I think it has to. It has to. That's the reality of it. But we knew there was going to be a period of adaptation and from the challenges that he's had over the last couple of years or so. But yeah, there's no doubt. I believe that will come. But in the meantime, he's there and he's working and playing. And obviously, because of the little bit of history of the injuries, then we're just making sure with him. And if he feels something, then I'm pretty sure that'll end over a period of time, or it just might be tiredness, rather than thinking that you better go to re-injure. But yeah, it's something that will do over time.